kind of anthropology that I practice, which is an anthropology of engagement with the world outside the academy, is not one that's been the centre of any conference I've been to. It's been quite liberating for me to be at the centre of a conference.
These kind of conferences are important because they're looking at global issues. You can see by the type of panels that are being presented here that it's making a really important contribution to global discourse.
The aim of the conference was to build on the connections that anthropology has already established between the discipline and the general public.
Anthropology is not a subject matter, it's a way of looking at the world, it's a methodology. And I think what's really important about this conference is that it's trying to connect that methodology, that way of seeing the world, with much wider public issues, political, economic and environmental issues. And I think anthropology has an enormous amount to offer in those fields.
I mean, there are lots of very important strands within the programme in terms of things like public policy, things like the impact of extractive industries, and things like health, and all of those kind of things that are very important to talk about.
For me, I think it's incredibly important that we start to talk much more candidly about what it means to imagine the role of anthropology beyond the university.
Certainly when I was young, there was no career in forensic anthropology. It didn't exist. So really it's our changing system, our changing society that has made a need for the profession that I do.
The point I've been banging on about for years really is that we need to get away from this idea that there's applied anthropology outside the academy and then there's academic anthropology. I think the time has come for us to stop using the word applied and talk about applying anthropology more broadly.
Anthropology still is quite a traditional discipline, but there are certainly events like this, the RAI Anthropology in the World, that really showcase how anthropology has changed.
I think this is incredibly valuable. It's a very useful forum for somebody like me who isn't working in academia but still feels I have quite a lot to bring and to learn from other anthropologists.
One of the benefits of coming to a meeting or conference like this is that you get a sense of the range, all the different things that anthropologists have got their fingers in. When it's all brought together in one moment like this, it really does provide a vista on a landscape which otherwise you'll only ever see in small parts.
If you look at the different panels that are going on, what it demonstrates is that anthropology is really engaged with all aspects of the world and it can be turned in any direction. The conference is actually very encouraging because it demonstrates that anthropology is very much engaged in the world.